the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing now, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah? Can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it.
Nobody got it like me.
They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for holding on for life, feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day you wanna stay out. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
You call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up, take a X, and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say Donish, why you sad? I said I just need to think. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it's sad. I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep keep seeing you too many times, yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the upper bracket semifinals of ESL relegation. Wasn't necessarily expecting to see B&B in relegation at the end of this season, but here we are, and they definitely got a formidable opponent here in the Philadelphia Liberty, who have been definitely pulling off some somewhat surprising upsets in their gradual rise in the scene here. There's one other upper bracket series going on right now at the moment as well. That's UYU versus TI. So with both of these upper bracket series tonight, the winner of these two BO3s will be headed to ESL Challenger League Season 41. So a lot on the line here tonight with every team involved, obviously, as even these teams in the lower bracket are facing relegation down to advanced. But just want to let you guys know we do still have players connecting to the server here, so don't worry, you guys haven't missed anything yet. So we're going to give them a couple minutes to get ready here while I check a couple other things behind the scenes. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
We laugh always stuff we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. Can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
You know.
They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night.
All right, welcome to the stream, everybody. BNB versus the Philadelphia Liberty, an org that's somewhat new on the scene, I believe. Their players are definitely not new on the scene. Graham and Castro able to flood the A side. Graham taking down 2 with that Glock. Castro finding a headshot with his Glock as well. And a fast plant there at the A side for the Liberty. Only Momo and Sheikh Zula remaining here for the Bears. Momo moving in from those CT stairs. Let's see if BNB is able to pick up a couple kills here. Momo does take down Garrett. It's Sandwich able to kill Taiwi by Hazard. They would need a lot of kills here quickly. Shake does get one more, but Castro and Graham good for those trades. And the Liberty secure an ever important first half pistol round here on Mirage. This is Liberty's pick. Map 2 is Nuke, which of course the Bears picked. And if this goes to a decider, it will be Dust 2. BNB deciding to go for the full force here. A bit bold. But they are the favorite in this matchup. 4 Deagles and a Scout here for the Bears. And after some initial contact at mid, the round has gone quiet. The Liberty continuing to let a bit of time off the clock here. Tender moving up. Cat does kill Pluto there in ladder room. The Liberty now committing towards B. Momo still at the end of the B halls. Castro coming right around the corner at the end of halls does take down Momo. Taiwi going to clear market exit as well, and the Liberty able to clear market further there, and they don't lose a single player that round. BNB coming off that force are not going to be able to essentially buy anything here. Momo and Shake each with a Zeus this round, so have to keep an eye on that. Pluto into ladder vent. Graham, meanwhile, advancing at the A site. Already has one down near stairs. He's able to headshot Shake near window as well. Two-man advantage for the Liberty. Make that a three-man advantage as Garrett hits a nice headshot catwalk onto Pluto. The bomb has been planted at the A site, and it's only Momo and Swan remaining here for Bad News Bears. Tyree with the late kill onto Momo and Market. So great start for the Liberty here on map 1, but they are going to be up against their first full rifle test here. Bad News Bears with 4 silenced M4s. Swan on his first op of the match. First op for either team this map. Liberty lurking towards the B halls here, but it's by no means a B commit. It actually looks like they are indeed rerouting towards underpass now. And I think the Bears just need to continue to play somewhat passively here. I would not get too aggressive with the mid or cap peaks if I was on the CT side at the moment. Has spotted one near Van. There's an exchange here in front of ladder room. Trade goes out. Sheikh Zula able to get a kill catwalk there just a moment thereafter, but he is traded out from the ladder vents. Swan able to put one down at middle. That does bring the man advantage to the Bad News Bears. That was actually a kill into connector where the bomb was dropped, but it's been recovered by Tywee. Still a man advantage here for BNB. Bungie still on the A ramp as well, able to catch Castro moving in from spawn side. It's only Tywee remaining here for the Bad News Bears. He's just, or excuse me, for the Liberty. He's just looking to save the A1S. I was gonna say is the Bears decide to not pursue Tywee there, so he will at least be able to save that silenced M4, and the Bears do get their first round on the board. Defensive nade there from Momo into the B halls. That does tag a couple T's, and it's going to be a full B commit from the Liberty. Swan on the early peek from front side does down one. Actually got two after the re-peek there. Traded out on the Castro. Momo still alive backside, kills 2 with the MP9, and he's able to get that final kill onto Tender as well. Nice hat trick there for Momo at the B site. The Bad News Bears now trailing by just a single round. Kind of a dramatic series here. It would be a bit of a shock to the community to see the Bears get relegated. Obviously, they have been through some roster changes, but they've actually been on the rise again here recently. After a bit of a rocky start with the new roster this year. Castro leading the way into the B side. Does kill Momo on site, but it's Pluto moving in from Catwalk. Turns his attention towards site, kills Castro, but Garrett good for the trade backside. Bomb has been planted here at the B default. And B&B might just end up saving these weapons. That's looking like what this is leaning towards. Shixula watching the exits there. And B Halls from the large underpass stairs gets one. Oh, and he gets Tender as well. Tender not able to locate him there post detonation. And it appears a timeout has been called here by the Liberty. But the Bears are still going to have majority rifles here. And the Liberty knows that the Bears are likely going to have at least a few rifles here, so they probably just want to make sure they got everything in order here with this brief timeout. Live play now resuming. The Liberty running 5 AKs here, so not going to be any opping here in round 7 for the T side. Awesome pick there from Swan in the B halls. That was a partial spam as well. So Garrett down early. Liberty was not able to attempt that trade. All their players over towards mid at the moment. Shake able to line up 3 there from jungle. As the Liberty were headed towards the top of Connector. Spongy able to get that final headshot into Connector as well. The Bears again trailing by just a single round, and they've left the Philadelphia Liberty quite low on funds here. But it's been quite a competitive map here thus far. The Bears need to take advantage of the weapon situation here. Liberty just on upgraded pistols this round. They're heavy on eagles. Shake moving up middle does kill Tywee. Top mid Spongy. To get one there at the A site. Another defensive stop going out at middle. Graham does trade out and gets Pluto down in window as well with a deke headshot off the repeak. Garrett falling back to recover the C4 in B Hall. Still over 50 seconds remaining here. And it looks like he is going to bring that C4 back towards A. His teammates on the A ramp. But Graham's only got 27 health, and he's down by Swan from the back of the A site with an AWP. It's only Garrett remaining. It looks like he is going to peek sight. So he's not just going to fall back to save the AK here. Bold play from Garrett. But he's not going to get a kill there in the 1v3, taken down by Spongy in sight. And we're all tied up at 4 rounds each. It's another semi-buy here for Liberty with upgraded pistols. Some damage going out early at mid, and then Swan able to take down Graham through connector to Cat. Sheikh Zula able to get 2 more there at middle. Castro did get redemption there onto Swan in connector. Tender still in the mid cubby as well, but it is a 2-man advantage here for the Bears. They have their first opportunity to take the lead this map, but Tender says not so fast, hits a deep headshot towards Catwalk. Tender and Taiwi continuing to let a bit of time off the clock here. Taiwi with only 16 health remaining. They have made their way into the B halls. Momo still on the B site with an op. Sheikh Zula moving in through underpass to flank B halls at the moment. Here comes Taiwi leading into B. Him and Tender making their way into sight. Now Momo hears the footsteps. Will he survive? Hits the no-scope towards back sight, but he is downed by Tender. Tender going straight for the plant in sight. Does get the bomb planted, but he doesn't know Sheikh is coming up right behind him there in the halls. Sheikh able to get the easy side angle there. And Bad News Bears will indeed grab their first lead of the map. And they're also still going to be running double ops here moving forward. Spongy and Sheikh both on ops now. Or excuse me, Spongy dropping that op for Swan rather. And utility being exchanged here at middle. Swan and Spongy playing very aggressive up here at the A side. Swan with the op, keeping an eye on ramp. Spongy watching his palace. Swan will kill Castro there down at the bottom of the A ramp. He's gonna have to keep an eye on connector. Tender already all the way towards the top of connector, right on the other side of that smoke. Good molly from Spongy. The Liberty are letting time get pretty low here. Still a man advantage for Bad News Bears. It looks like it is indeed going to be a late 2-2 split at the B side. Taiwi already down by Swan from the market window. Garrett does kill Pluto backside, but Momo going to trade out from the back pillar. Back corner pillar. Swan on the re-peek there. Through market, drops one and then re-peeks to get that last kill needed onto Tender. That was a partial spam as well. Bad News Bears now up by 2. And even though they're only leading by 2, it does feel like the Bad News Bears firmly have the momentum in their hands now. They are running that double AWP setup still. Momo on an op, Swan with the other one. And the Liberty do have some cash to fall back on, so it's going to be 4 AKs, Graham on a Desert Eagle. On the peak out of Palace, does get picked off by Swan there from the CT stairs. And BMB trying to kind of bait the Liberty to come out and take a gunfight with them there at the A site, but the Liberty not going to do that, at least not yet. Sheikh Zula holding his ground in connector, kills Taiwi. After the peak there, lower connector. Garrett does get redemption a couple seconds later from mid to connector. Sheikh Zula down. It's still a man advantage for BNB. Garrett turns his attention towards Cat, lands a headshot onto Pluto there at Cat. Spongy stops 2 from pushing onto the A side and then gets the 3rd kill onto Garrett as he's moving out of the top of connector. BNB now up by 3 and still running a double op setup. Liberty on the semi by here. Tech 9s and a Mac 10 moving towards B. Momo on the early peek in the halls does kill Garrett. Pluto able to line up 2. He's ready for more. It's only Graham and Taiwi remaining there in the B halls for the Liberty. Shake and Pluto able to get those final 2 kills. Bad News Bears again with their largest lead of the map, now up by 4 rounds. And the Liberty need to somehow get one of these ops out of the hands of BNB. They still have money to fall back on and buy an op regardless, but if you're the Liberty, you gotta try to get some more firepower going here regardless, especially towards these offers. So the Liberty really need this round in particular, actually. As Bad News Bears are indeed starting to pull away with this one in the first half. Stepping into connector does kill Shake there. Top of connector, no trades go out. Spongy actually taking a lot of damage from stairs, but on the re-peak does headshot Graham at stairs. Garrett watching his flank there, Catwalk, able to get his own AK headshot onto Pluto there at Cat Tender. Here's the scope and Market after stepping through murder window. Does kill Momo over near Market entry. Spongy will get redemption there onto Tender. He has now gotten the bomb planted at the B side. His teammates now meeting up with him. Spongy does get a late exit there at Catwalk, but that's not going to change too much. A 5th round does go to the Liberty. But BNB, of course, with a lot of cash to work with still. Bad News Bears still running double ops here. This time it's Swan and Pluto. Liberty on 5 AKs here in round 14. Contact about to be made over in the B halls. Taiwi caught pushing down halls towards that smoke. Momo gonna step out as the smoke was dissipating. Hits the headshot. Advantage here for the Bad News Bears. The Liberty continuing to take their time. They're in middle looking to get control of connector now. That's Graham leading the way into connector for the Liberty. Swan and Pluto. The kill 2 towards A and connector. Castro and Tender remaining here for the Liberty. Castro pushing on the site does down Spongy, but Shake gonna trade him out just a couple moments later from triple boxes. Only Tender remaining here in Palace. He does kill 1 at the top of stairs, but ultimately Pluto does trade out with the AWP. We head into the final round of the first half with the Bad News Bears leading 9-5. And B&B continuing to look pretty solid here overall, despite the slow start to the map earlier. The Liberty, on the other hand, a bit of a question mark here as we get ready for the second half. Nice patience from Pluto there at Catwalk. Able to take down Castro with the AWP by way of headshot as well. 2 rifles, a Deacon, a MAC-10 here remaining for the Liberty. Can they get one more round before the half here? Tyree says maybe. Gets one down there at Cat, but Spongy and Shake able to get a couple trades quickly. Graham playing games with B&B over here at A. He's only got 7 health, and he was re-peeking from stairs. Garrett looking flank into Market there. Moves into Market exit. Does kill Shake in Market. Momo, meanwhile, able to get one there in the B halls. That leaves only Garrett remaining here on B. He does get the bomb planted default, but he's left in a very difficult 1v3 here. He was spotted pretty quickly there and essentially didn't have any options. So B&B securing the defuse there in the final round of the first half, and B&B finishing the half up by 5 after having that slow start as mentioned, and it's unclear how close the Liberty are going to be able to get this in the second half, but we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
We laugh and we stop, we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah.
Here we go, second half of map 1 underway. And a lot riding on this pistol round for the Liberty. This would be a huge help to their cause if they can pull this out. B&B using utility towards A. They are rushing onto the site now. Tyree does put one down just towards the front of stairs. Spongy going to kill Tyree as well towards backside. Swan able to get Tender down towards ramp, actually. Spongy pushing all the way into spawn gets Castro. Graham pushing on the flank from ramp as well. Does get redemption there onto Swan. Still a man advantage for the Bad News Bears. Graham and Garrett do get 2 USP headshots. Trade goes out, and it's only Garrett remaining with 5 HP. 1v1 situation. Looked like he faked the defuse. He might have still been on it, but Spongy able to get that final kill regardless. Bad News Bears now up by 6. So the Liberty deciding not to force here, which is indeed the safer decision. So just 5 USPs for the Liberty this round. Well, leading the way here down halls for B&B. Does kill one at the end of halls. Swan gonna kill Graham back at the B site. Pluto with a nice headshot into market window. B&B will be taking the round here soon. Shake still able to finish off Tender in middle. It's only Castro remaining up in the B halls. Does get a little sneaky kill onto Swan there towards the thick pillar. But ultimately, B&B now leading 12-5. But the Liberty will have enough money for a proper rifle round here. It's going to be 4 silenced M4s, as Garrett is indeed still on the A4. Taiwi on the early peek down. Cat does kill Pluto by way of A1S headshot. B&B now making their way towards A. Spongy up on Tetris. Drops into Sandwich for now. Swan going straight for the plant here, front of triple. Garrett moving in from T-spawn does catch Spongy. Keep an eye on that flank. Garrett gonna swap out for an AK-47, kills Swan as well. Momo able to get one there in jungle, but the trade does go out, and it's only Shake Zula remaining here for the Bad News Bears. Shake over in T-spawn. He's not going to be able to stop that defuse. He's indeed just saving the A4.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
It looks like B&B did call for a timeout here. Swan still on an AWP as live play is now resuming. Toss towards back of the A side. Castro on the initial peek from triple does kill Spongy towards the A ramp. Swan able to trade out. Pluto taking a lot of damage there at top mid. Don't know if he's going to be able to survive this. He's only got 22 HP now. He's tossing a flash in response. They know he's still right there. But his teammates still looking to make their way onto the A side. Pluto somehow getting tagged and surviving with only 1 HP, but gets Graham down in window. Tender does get the trade out in middle, but we're in a balanced 3-on-3 now with the bomb planted on the A site. Swan watching the flank, able to kill Tai Wei on the wraparound. That's going to send Garrett and Tender officially falling back. This will be a 13th round going to the Bad News Bears here. And another timeout taken, this time by the Bad News Bears. And they probably do indeed know that the Liberty are going to be on a majority buy here. Swan's still going to be on that AWP, and BNB still in prime position overall here to close out map 1. Play resuming. Bad News Bears actually spreading out on their default here, but Tai Wei gonna spam through the smoke there. Top mid does kill Pluto. Was not the start to the round BNB was looking for. Castro, meanwhile, able to down Swan in the B halls, and he's gonna pick up his op as well. Successfully falls back with it, and it's a 2-man advantage here for the Philadelphia Liberty. Shakespeare letting his presence be known there in the B hall, but Castro quickly putting down the AW. Spongy with some nice reactions here towards the B side. Kills 2 by way of headshot. Momo able to down 1 at A meanwhile, but the trades go out at both sites. B&B made an exciting go at that round, but ultimately that will be a 7th round going to the Philadelphia Liberty. On B, the majority save here. 2 Deagles, a couple Glocks, and a P250 here on the terrorist side. Tai Wei able to put down Spongy in the B halls. Don't know how much BNB is realistically going to be able to do this round with just pistols. Big close range 1 deeg there from Momo. That was really brutal. Castro probably thought he had that kill locked up. Tai Wei does get redemption a couple seconds later there into the B halls. Graham able to kill 2 in connector and gets the final kill on Catwalk. Swan down. And the Liberty now trail by just 5. I don't want to say just 5. That's still a notable lead, but things looking a lot more doable than they were a few rounds ago. Pluto leading the way up ramp, takes down Garrett, loses his teammate. He's going to put down Tender with a Deeg headshot as well. That does bring the man advantage to BNB, but it's Graham moving upstairs, kills 2 with the A1S, and then falls back into connector. Spongy gonna kill Tai Wei top of connector in that smoke. 2-on-2 situation. Graham with very low health here, in connector, but he still takes down Shake. It's all up to Spongy here in a 1v2. He's tagged down to 54 with a perfect HE toss from Graham there in connector. Late peek here from Hazard kills the first. Casho's not going to have time to defuse Spongy swinging his karambit. Does get killed, but the bomb is detonated. Bad news Bears now leading 14-8. And the Liberty have really kind of run out of any kind of reasonable shot at the comeback. Now they're going to have to make some fireworks happen. One off, one A1S here on the CT side, complemented by 2 Famai and a Deagle. But it's Swan quickly killing Tender over here towards the A site. Momo going to take down Garrett and Palace as well, and suddenly it's an early 2-man advantage for the Bears. They're closing in on A. Graham pushing all the way up middle. Does find Pluto lurking up there. Gets the kill. Still a man advantage for the Bears. Spongy has the bomb planted at the interior side of triple. It looks like the Liberty, despite being at a man disadvantage, are still... Oh, they're going to be falling back now. Looks like they were thinking about going for it. But ultimately, the Bears will now have them at map point as they go at 15-8 here on Mirage. Spongy with a late exit there into middle. He's going to kill Castro as well. So Taiwi going to be the only Liberty player that's able to save a weapon there. He saves that op over to this round. Liberty buying up what they can. 3 Deags and MP9 to complement Taiwi sniping here. The Bears taking their time as they should. No reason to make any rash decisions or movements here. BNB still with a few players moving up the B halls here. That smoke about to dissipate in kitchen, and as it does, Shake Zolo able to get the initial headshot and gets another headshot onto Graham as he moves in towards the end of the B halls. And the Liberty are going to have to pull off a 2v5 retake now of the B site to stay in the map. I just don't see that happening here. There's no way. Swan kills Taiwi and Market. Momo going to finish off Garrett at the Market entry. And bad news Bears were never truly in jeopardy there. The Liberty got out to a strong start very early, but BNB quickly bounced back and had control throughout the map thereafter. So it is still a bit unclear if Liberty is going to be able to bounce back and kind of hang with BNB here. They're usually not going up against squads of quite this caliber, even though they have had some pretty big W's recently. But they're going to have a chance to bounce back here on Nuke. That is BNB's pick, and we all know BNB can get pretty nasty with it on Nuke. If this does go to a decider, it'll be Dust 2, but we'll be back in just a few minutes to see what happens on Nuke. Don't go anywhere.
We laugh always stuff we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. And that I'm sick of this friend zone. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixers cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for holding on for life, feeding the high, chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get off you. Day to day you wanna stay out. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
You call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Get much follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Get much got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up to get extra, now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no sex. They say Donish, why you sad? I said I just need the thing. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it is sad. I used to want, used to want, used to my head, keep seeing you too many times, yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay, like say, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, like say, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, like say, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, like say, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, like say, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my. Follow me around, okay, like say, hey. Follow me around, okay, got too much up on my.
Alright, welcome back everybody. Map 2 underway here between Liberty and the Bears. B&B headed towards ramp, but it's Castro with 2 big USP headshots. Graham able to stop one as well. Spongy did trade out, but Castro able to find another headshot for himself. And Tender going to get that final kill, so Garrett and Taiwi not quite able to use their dualies that round. But Liberty able to get pistol round here on Nuke regardless. Swan leading the Bears towards ramp. They're on a full save here with just 5 blocks. He's actually sending 3 towards hell now, but Tender already dropping 2, looking for more. Forced to take out his sidearm, but it's actually Pluto putting him down with the Glock. Advantage here for Liberty, but Garrett's been dinked from heaven. He still is able to take down Pluto, and Castro going to get those final 2 kills in the A site. Liberty up by 2, but BNB will be on a full buy now. And it looks like BNB's actually called for a tech pause here. Trying to see if I can find out more from the logs at the moment. Looks like it wasn't anything too serious, as live play has indeed resumed. Tender pushed up pretty far there outside. He's right on the other side of this smoke. He's going to be put down by Momo. Liberty with 3 MP9s and an A1S remaining. I'm a bit concerned for them. Don't know if those MP9s are going to be enough here. Tywee able to kill Momo outside. Bomb is down. Able to kill Tywee outside. Shake in the secret halls able to take care of Garrett as well. Graham right on the other side of the smoke there in front of Pluto. Does end up getting the kill as the smoke just barely started to dissipate. Graham with a long range MP9 kill from Heaven, but he's the only CT remaining now, and he will be finished off by Spongy there from the A side. BNB does get their first round of the map. BNB taking their time here. They are not running an AWP. They are lurking towards outside now with the C4. Looks like Shake is going to lead them towards Secret. Momo hitting a nice headshot there onto Tywee at the Secret stairs. Still a man advantage for the Bad News Bears. Less than 40 seconds remaining now, though. Spongy able to go Castro after he peeks the lobby there aggressively from Hut. BNB now converging on the A side. They had a couple players lower. They came up fence. Tender with a nice 1-deeg from Credit Card. It's now just a single man advantage for BNB, but the bomb has been planted here at A. Default. Tender with his last bullet landing the spam kill onto Momo through the smoke at Squeaky. Spongy is able to kill Graham there a moment later towards the main vent. Spongy still hanging out by opposite vent. Tender trying to make something happen there from Mini, but he's put down by Swan, and we're all tied up at 2 rounds each. Rushing inside. Momo leading the way out. Squeaky's already down 2 with that MAC-10. He's hungry for more. Great lead there from Momo. He's quite the entry killer. So despite this being an eco for Liberty, it's a great A-take for BNB, and they are going to grab their first lead of the map. Just Tender remaining here for the Liberty. He's just trying to save that deeg towards ramp room. He's looking for an exit now. Towards CT spawn. He's not going to find it. Swan going to put him down. Liberty not able to save anything from that round. Liberty are on another full buy, and they've got 2 aggressively pushing outside, but it's Tender taking some massive nade damage outside, tagged down to 28 health. So he's been put on notice. The Liberty in general have been put on notice there outside. The server has gone a bit quiet as BNB weighs their options here. Just over 50 seconds remaining. BNB sending 3 outside, but it's Tai Wee. Boosted on the rail there. In secret, able to kill 3 actually outside. And that was clearly the round-changing play there. Garrett able to kill Spongy near Squeaky, and it's only Swan remaining here for the Bears. Swan just saving here over on T Silo. And we're going to be all tied up again this time at 3 rounds each. Still relatively early here on Nuke. And we really can't make any assumptions here yet about how things are going to play out. Haven't seen quite enough yet from either team here in the first half to know truly which way this one's going to go. Out Squeaky, Shake leading the way, but Castro pumps into Shake's body, kills 2. Tai Wee able to stop Momo at the A site as well. Trey did go out onto Castro, but the Liberty have the C4 in their possession here. Just in front of Squeaky. Garrett gonna kill Pluto, who was still lurking there past the main vent. And again, it's only Swan remaining here for BNB. It looks like the Liberty might just allow Swan to save that op at the B site, as they don't appear to be pursuing. Great round there for the Liberty. Can they capitalize off that moving forward here in the first half and build some sort of notable lead? Other than that op retained by Swan, BNB just going to be on pistols here, so it could be another rough round inbound for the Bears. A barrage of nades being used defensively towards Hut and Squeaky. Momo with another Deke headshot as he starts out the round in style there towards ramp. Tender going to take down Pluto outside on the T silo, but Momo is leading his team into the B side, but it's Tai Wee with 3 kills coming out of control room, breaking the window and dropping the hat trick. Swan does eventually get the trade with the AWP. But again, for the third round in a row, Swan, the last man standing here. It's put down by Garrett in the back halls. And the Liberty are now up by 2 here on Nuke. It looks like BNB has called for a timeout. Live play resuming after a brief timeout there. BNB quickly making their way towards outside, led by Shake. Smokes are down. Shake already in secret. His teammates now looking to join him there in secret. Spongy still lurking outside. Does kill Tender there at credit card. Garrett gonna have an opportunity there. And backhauls does a light amount of damage, but BNB players for him to stay peaked. Castro does kill one there. Down in the lower halls. Pluto good for the immediate trade though, and BNB does still have the man advantage here. Inside from Mini. Spongy gonna take down Taiwi at hut entrance. Pluto now planting behind Silo, and Graham and Garrett just gonna be trying to save their rifles here. So Graham and Garrett do save those rifles, but BNB now trailing by just a single round. But the Liberty do have some money to work with here. Momo with a nice headshot past vending machines. Taiwi does get the trade there close range. Graham taken down outside there, and BNB now making their way into the secret halls. Just over 50 seconds remaining. Still a 4-on-4 situation. Some near friendly fire there from Shake. Looks like B&B is going to try to get the bomb planted here at B. And the Liberty definitely hear all that commotion now. How do the Liberty respond here? Bomb's already being planted. Bomb planted behind the B's silo. Do the Liberty have what it takes to retake? Pluto says no, as he hits a one tap there towards lower ramp. And the Liberty indeed just falling back to save the weapons now, including that op in the hands of Tender. We're tied up at 5 rounds each. Shake the IGL for B&B. Off to a bit of a slow start, you could say. It's only got 1 kill here in the first half. Timeout has been taken by B&B. Very brief timeout there. Swan opping for the T side. Taiwi opping for the Liberty here. Sheikh Zula headed to keep an eye outside. His teammates passively making their way into lobby. Squeaky Door is destroyed, and Spongy gonna destroy Castro himself through the smoke there at Mini. Great intuition from Spongy. Tender, meanwhile, does kill one outside towards Silo, but Pluto moving past red container does get the trade. Momo able to kill one in ramp room as well. That's going to leave only Graham and Garrett remaining here for the Liberty. Momo able to get another kill there down by ramp. Swan going to get the final kill outside, and a very clean round there from the Bears. I think they only lost a single player. Shake outside. The Liberty on a semi buy here for Desert Eagles. Taiwi on the 5-7. I don't think that's going to be enough weapon-wise here for the CT side, but we'll see what they can do. B&B continuing to take their time here as they use some utility outside. 4 outside, 1 T-roof. Contact surely about to be made here soon. And it's actually Tender picking up the first kill from behind blue box. Momo stepping into credit card, downs Tender. Sheikh Zula, meanwhile, leading the other B&B members down lower. He drops 1. Man advantage for the Bears. Make that a 2-man advantage. And Spongy still outside. He gets another headshot a moment later, and that's going to leave only Castro remaining here at lower ramp. Shaking a headshot him as well. And the bad news Bears now up by 2 here on Nuke, and the Liberty do have money for a full buy here, but it does seem like BNB is starting to find their groove here on Nuke. We able to get one more kill there at lower. Trade goes out. Pluto able to take down Graham at lower ramp as well. Momo gets the bomb planted here at B, and this does look like it's going to be another round for the Bears. Well, maybe not. Castro making his way in through secret halls, or excuse me, down towards ramp, kills one. His teammates making their way through secret halls. And the Liberty indeed just going to be saving their rifles here in 8th round, going to the Bad News Bears. Timeout taken. The Liberty are in a full buy here. Spongy already making his way out. Squeaky, he's down the vents. And I don't know if the Liberty know that he made his way all the way down vents, but Taiwee, regardless, outside on the full push, kills 2 right past the T boxes. Pluto does trade him out, but it's still a man advantage here for the Liberty. The Liberty starting to make things interesting here again. Pluto able to catch Tender, pushing outside, lands the headshot, brings us to a balanced 3-on-3. PNB making their way through the lower halls. Only 13 seconds left to get that bomb planted. PNB gonna have to try to get it planted quickly here on B. Momo has just enough time. Gets the bomb planted behind Silo. Castro on the peak, lower ramp, kills one. So does Graham from Hazard. Graham able to get that final kill into the double doors as well. So a nice retake of the B side there for the Liberty, and they now trail by 2 rounds again as we head into the final round of the first half. pick there from Swan. Towards the top of the secret stairs after a lot of utility was exchanged there outside. Outside still very smoked off. B&B making their way towards ramp with the C4. They've still got Spongy and Swan by Squeaky, but it looks like they're headed towards ramp now as well. Graham pushing in, showing no fear, dropping 2 by way of AK headshot. That's a huge play from Graham. Could that be enough for the Liberty to sway this? Shake and Swan trade back, so it is a man advantage now for the Bears. Castro able to kill 1 there as he was pushed into lobby. Spongy does get the trade. And it's only Garrett remaining in vents. He's about to come up that main vent, but Shake patiently awaiting just that, lands the headshot. And the Bears in the half up by 3, and they could be poised to take this series in 2 maps. We'll see if the Liberty has what it takes to stay in this one. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Keep this tab open.
We laugh always stuff we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. Can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
Yeah. up with the chatting. I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, weak by wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it. Nobody got it like me. You know. They can try, but can't do.
Welcome back, everyone. Second half underway here on map 2 between B&B and Liberty. Winner of this series will be headed to Challenger League Season 41. There was some light visuals there between Pluto and the lobby players. They're now headed back towards the A side. Momo and Spongy stopping the push. Spongy was literally on the hut door itself. Very bold position from him. A trade did go out in the midst of the chaos. Castro able to find another headshot towards vending machines, but it's still man advantage here for the Bad News Bears. Tender has made his way up into heaven, but Spongy keeping an eye on that. Patience pays off. Spongy able to get both those final 2 kills with the dualies as he turns his attention towards hut. And a very important second half pistol round here going to the Bad News Bears. We'll see if Liberty decide to buy up. Looks like Graham's already got a deagle in hand, but it doesn't appear to be a force buy here from the Liberty. It's just going to be 2 deagles, 3 Glocks here for the terrorist side. Castro already, and Graham actually taking a ridiculous amount of damage there outside from those nades. Surprisingly, neither of them dying, but Swan with the dually headshot out of Mini does kill Graham outside. This round is all B&B as Swan finds 2 more outside with those dualies. Bad News Bears now leading 11-6. Great pick outside from Swan. Some damage done onto Shake there in the lower halls, but it's still man advantage for B&B. Liberty's still taking their time here. 45 seconds remaining. They do have Castro right there outside of Squeaky. I don't think Spongy knows yet, but he checks it. Lands the headshot. Swan going to put one down in Mini, and that's going to leave only Tender and Tai Wee remaining versus 5 B&B players. Spongy going to finish off Tender there in Mini, leaving Tai Wee alone on the outer rafters. Swan able to get that final op kill towards Heaven. B&B now leading 12-6, and things looking very concerning here for the Philadelphia Liberty. I mean, they just have not been able to find the firepower here in the second half after starting to trail off a bit at the end of the first half. Liberty on a semi-bye with 4 Deagles and a Tech 9 here. Swan on the peak from Heaven. Rafters does kill Tai Wee outside. This could be another fairly rough round here for the Liberty. Those footsteps of the Liberty are heard outside. Swan on the re-peak from Heaven gets another down with the AWP. Spongy going to get those final 2 kills at Mini, and the Bears now leading 13-6, and the Liberty will have enough money for rifles here. Looks like it's going to be 5 AKs for the terrorist side, but they need to start stacking some rounds here. This is essentially their last reasonable shot at making a comeback now. Liberty letting quite a bit of time off the clock here. B&B does have 2 players on MP9s this round. And that's by design, as B&B obviously could have upgraded if they wanted to. They've got a lot of cash here. Liberty lurking towards ramp now, but it doesn't appear to be a full commit quite yet. They're able to get the initial kill there at hut entrance. Trades go out inside. Swan and Shake able to kill 2 more there inside. Swan getting that final trade towards Mini, and great defense there at the A side from B&B. Liberty gave it a good go at the A side, but ultimately not able to come up with quite enough trades there. So B&B just with a bit too much depth here for Liberty, it seems, as they inch closer to a series victory. And I did say earlier, I thought Nuke could get a bit brutal here for the Liberty. And indeed, that seems to be the case after BNB took the CT side. Graham did get a nice MAC-10 headshot onto Momo there in Hut. But Shake and register the next kill from Mini towards outside. Left in a 4-on-4 situation, but Graham and Taiwi have already taken quite a bit of damage. Astro at Mini, able to put down Shake. Trades go out just past Squeaky. Swan is still behind Silo with that op. Does kill one. Garrett trades him out, but he's traded out by Pluto there in Heaven. We're left in a one-on-one situation. Taiwi planting the bomb at B. Pluto moving in from ramp. Taiwi falling back through the double doors. Pluto trying to figure out if he's in DD or Hazard. He's checking DD first. Oh, he's looking towards the right-hand side. Taiwi did not peek, so Pluto will survive. Doesn't realize he's up in control. Pluto moving towards Hazard, and Taiwi should be able to close this out. Time getting very low, and Taiwi off the re-peek will get that final kill onto Pluto. Had the angle there. Liberty does get a 7th round for themselves, but is it too little too late? Shake from credit card kills Garrett outside. Tender with the close range trade, but he's traded out by Swan at the outer rafters. Can you guys imagine what Nuke would be like if they still had the full rafter outside there? The full catwalk rafter. We'd be having some good times on Nuke. Momo able to kill one there towards Squeaky. Graham does trade out. Castro on the re-peek from Mini, gonna kill Spongy in sight, and this is a 2-on-2 now. Graham going straight for that plant. Does get the bomb planted in front Silo, but Pluto going to put him down immediately, and Pluto able to get that final kill into Mini as well. And bad news, Bears has brought this to map and series point, now leading 15-7 here on map 2. Not taking a timeout. Taiwi trying to get an early pick there through Squeaky, and he does. He was already doing a bunch of Molotov damage onto Momo, and then finishes him off with the AK through the smoke there at Squeaky. Early man advantage for Liberty. They would need to win 8 rounds in a row to push overtime, which obviously seems like too tall of a task. But this round specifically, they do have the man advantage still. Momo got picked off earlier. Taiwi will kill Swan here at ramp. Shake gonna put down Taiwi at the lower side. Bomb has been planted. Shake not able to stop that. Tender able to put down Spongy towards lower ramp, and it's only Pluto remaining here in the lower halls. He's headshotted by Graham, and the Liberty do find an 8th round for themselves, but it'd be hard to imagine them taking this to OT. Nice 1D there in Hut from Momo after some contact was made outside. Swan actually tagged down to 15 HP from outside. Still a man advantage here for B&B. Liberty continuing to let a bit of time off the clock here. Able to put down Spongy there. Right next to the main vent. Momo gonna have an opportunity to go big. He does get one, but Tender caught on, put him down on top of Hut. Graham with a nice 1-tap there onto Pluto towards heaven. That was pretty nasty. If only the Liberty could have been doing that a bit earlier here in the second half. Looks like Shake and Swan indeed just going to be saving the rifles. Swan still with that op in hand over near Secret. Even though it sounds too difficult for Liberty to accomplish, 6 rounds wouldn't be that crazy of a comeback here. I know they've already had to put in work for a couple, but right here, right now, Liberty in prime position to grab another round. B&B on 4 pistols and an op here, but Swan from Hell does kill one with the AWP. Liberty not able to find their first frag here this round. Oh, and Sheikh Zula somehow getting a Zeus kill there. Over near Secret. Trades go out, but it's Momo putting Graham down off the trade in Mini, and then Momo putting down Tender in Garage, and B&B actually going to win this off an eco round. Thought Liberty would have been able to clean that one up, but that's not the case. And well fought by the Liberty, but ultimately B&B just a bit too talented of a squad for Liberty, just a bit too much experience on the Bad News Bears side. But as I said, a well-fought series from the Liberty. Even though it only went 2 maps, they showed that they can potentially start to hang with the big dogs here soon. There are still 2 other matches going on here, and my boys over at Eros are taking on Unjustified, so I think we are going to send you guys over to that stream here momentarily. Want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting. As always, you guys can give me a follow on Twitter, same alias at Hamtaro1H. We'll be talking about all of this action here in relegation more on the next stream. Congratulations to Bad News Bears for qualifying for season 41 of Challenger League. Looking forward to covering them next season as always. And Philadelphia Liberty, keep your heads up, guys. Keep grinding. Looking forward to see what you guys can do here in the NA scene as well. But until next time, guys, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the NA action here.